YouTube. We're gonna close out 2021 with a huge old bang, and guess what we're doing?
Guess what she's doing?
Making very large decisions. So, for the past 5 years, I have leased a car. The first car I had was a Lexus 570. Is that right? You know,
GX 460.
Yeah, way off. GX, he's our car guy. GX 460. Absolutely loved it. No problems with that car. It did feel a little heavy to drive. It did feel more like a truck, but it was very luxurious and I loved it. It had 7-seater, sunroof, like all the bells and whistles. It was a great car. Loved it. My company was paying, when I was with Senegens, when I was selling Senegens makeup, I actually earned like the monthly payment for the lease. So that's why I actually got that car. And then we realized how great the lease program is, because if you love driving a new car every, 3-4 years and it fits into your budget, your personal budget, then a lease is a great option. Even the finance guy, ran the numbers, and he says, here's your microphone.
Hello. Yeah, the lease, if you can't keep your car for longer than 8 years, with the price of new cars are so expensive, oftentimes leasing makes sense until you discover the Volvo subscription model, which we got in, and then right after we got it, this car, they changed the terms, so we got grandfathered in to the old terms. I think Volvo realized they were probably losing a whole lot of money, and because it was such a good deal, it was car insurance included, way more miles than a lease. It's basically a lease.
Zero money down.
No money down. It was sweet.
Included your insurance on the Volvo. My Lexus, I put $9,000 down so that the lease payment would qualify for the payment that the company was sending me, which was like $552 or $550 a month or something. So it was right around there. So I evened out, like the company paid for me to drive that car for 3 years. I did put the $9,000 down. The thing with the lease though is obviously the term's going to end, and you can buy the car at the value that it is, but you don't have anything in the end. So anyways, then I love the idea of, after my lease subscription with the Lexus is up, we found the subscription to the Volvo, and you actually ordered it online. We ordered it online one night in bed, and we were just playing around with it to be like, can you really do this online, right? Can you really put in these specs and like it gets shipped to you or whatever? And then one night we were doing it, and I was like, babe, I think we just ordered a Volvo. Like, I hadn't even test drove it. And same thing with my Lexus, I hadn't even test drove that one. Anyways, and then ended up shipping, and we got it. And I really have loved this car so much. Like, it makes me sad. I really, really love and enjoy this car. 3 seats here, and then there's 2 that pop up. The 2 things I've ever wanted in a car as a mom are the bucket seats and the DVD screens. All 3 cars I'm getting in the past 3 years don't have those things, but I'm realizing it's not the end of the world. So anyways, Jackson has actually found all 3 of my cars. He's a very knowledgeable car man. He knows a lot about cars, and they've all really worked out for us. And so this lease subscription is ending in February, and with all the COVID shortages and like the shipping delays and all of that, we started talking about cars in like July, and really like just looking at all of our options. We looked at the Kia Telluride, the Hyundai Palisade, the Kia Carnival van, a Mercedes. We didn't really look heavily into that. The Tahoe, the Denali, all those bigger mom vehicles. And don't tell them what we settled on. This is what we settled on. There she is. I'm gonna have to give you guys a car tour, but this is my new ride. This is my new mommy ride. Look how pretty it is. And this is the Series 3, I believe. He's showing Jax the specs, but she's so pretty. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek on the inside. Look at this bad boy. Oh yeah. All black. Going from all white to all black. I'll have to give you guys a car tour soon.
You want me to tell you about it?
Yeah, you know more.
Well, Carlie got kind of what you would call her dream car, I think.
Yeah.
It's a big old mom car. It's called a Jeep Wagoneer.
Keep my baby safe.
It's, if you don't know cars, it's like a Tahoe or like a Yukon or a Ford Expedition, but it's the Jeep version. So it definitely is the most expensive car of the three, but prices are crazy. I mean, if you would have got this car 5 years ago, it would have cost, you know, just probably like the Lexus.
Do you think that's inflation?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But we're buying this one, so we're going to keep this one for a long time. It'll be a good car. And then I think it's a Jeep, so it's not going to be, you know, super expensive to maintain, full warranty.
We're excited.
And it just kind of accomplishes a lot of the things. It's a little too small to have this car.
Yeah.
With coupe. I mean, they take him to baseball all the time, and it's just real tough.
This is usually where Elliot's car seat's at. I've been cleaning the car seats for the new car. So Elliot's car seat's not right there, but Cooper has to squeeze between the two car seats right there, and he has to crawl in over the car seat.
And Cooper ain't no small kid.
Yeah, he knows he a big boy. So I've been just wanting a bigger vehicle all around. Even in his truck, it is a lot more room, but I just have known that this will be a good family decision to get a bigger vehicle. All the times that we travel for baseball tournaments, and just, you know, I just want everyone in my family to be comfortable and safe, and we've been looking for a long time.
We looked at all the nice cars, like the luxury brands like a Mercedes or a whatever, or a Audi, and honestly, the quality of this one is right on par with all those. Mm-hmm. But if this were like a Mercedes size, it would cost like 120 grand, which would be crazy. So there's one more Jeep that's bigger than this one called a Grand Wagoneer.
No, it's not bigger. I looked.
Yeah,
I googled the difference.
Tahoe to the Suburban length. It's got a longer trunk.
No, I googled it. I promise. Well, let's put a bet on this. Because I was curious. I'm like, what's different from the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer? The Grand Wagoneer just has nicer outside detailing. Like, it has the black rooftop. It has more like chrome detailing on the outside, but the chassis, it does have a bigger engine. It can tow more, but it gets worse gas mileage, but the chassis is the same.
Like 20 grand more expensive.
Yeah, so really it's not bigger. Like, you're not getting more room in the Grand Wagoneer. So I was just curious.
Like right in the middle, but I mean,
it's still a lot of effing money. I feel kind of sick. Not sick to my stomach. I just feel like I've saved up a good chunk of change. Are you proud of me?
Yeah. Well,
so
it's cool because this will last forever.
Yeah.
And then we both have cars that we ideally don't have payments on them after a while, and
all that jazz. So anyways, there's such a long story of how this all ended up working out. This wasn't even actually the car I put a deposit on. We came down to look at the Jeep Cherokee L. I test drove that, and I was like, I just still don't think it's like much bigger than my Volvo. So then we brought up the Wagoneer, and he's like, well, I just don't have any here to test drive. Oh my gosh, it's out front right now. And anyways, long story short, I ended up putting, yet again, for my third car in a row, a deposit down on a car I had not even drove. So, oh my gosh, look, we're gonna drive by it right now. That's my car. Lenny, do you want to show us your Christmas outfit you have on today? JoJo's Seawall pajamas. My high heels. And a Christmas headband. Yes, honey, what do we know?
Just so everybody knows, this is her personality 100% of the time.
Yeah, this is just all her. What are we eating? Snow? She had to run over. Okay, put the snow down. You don't need it in the car.
Throw the snow at the Volvo.
Throw the snow. We're all going to ride on my new car. We're going to go to a Starbucks trip. This big black Betty. Jackson had to help me park her in the garage. Yesterday was really chaotic vlogging, I'm sorry. We're so detailed telling you all the stories, and then we got there and kind of blacked out.
YouTube?
Driving the new car.
Driving the mom car. We're really happy with this car. It's Carlie picked it out, but
be fair,
it's a little hard to get a new car, so you can't like build them or pick all the features. You just kind of have to look at what they have on the lot and then find one you like. So it's got 99% of the stuff you want. It's only missing bucket seats, but honestly, I think that's even better because bucket seats are cool, but like I think another seat is more functional, especially because this has this feature where the back seats, the middle seats, don't have to fold down. The whole seat just kind of moves forward to crawl in.
And The best part is
So-
it does it with a button, so it's not like a lot of hoopla to get your kids into the third row. You push an electronic button and the whole thing pops up and the car seat stays in the seat. That was the biggest issue with wanting bucket seats, was having access to the third row without having to move car seats and blah, blah, blah. So now we have more seats and it's functional, which is amazing.
And another thing I thought about, see this kid right here? he has a driver's license coming up in about a year.
Less than that, that freaks me.
And if he's anything like me, I was way too cool to ever ride in the car with my parents after I had my driver's license.
Is that gonna be
So-
you?
I don't know.
Say it won't be
There's
you.
no gas money needed, so.
That's
He,
smart already.
Maybe road trips, but he'll be in his own ride, so it's gonna be a big. I still got a year though, a year and a half.
Plus we have more seats in case, you know, we just won't have any more babies. Turn the camera on,
No,
Jackson.
no.
No. But then you know the little ones will have their friends at some point, so I'll keep this for 7 years. Is the
Goal.
yeah.
Good carpool
years.
car, you know? You
Yeah.
need a ride, just call me. I'm in the new Uber.
And when you own your own business, you can deduct it. So our accountant confirmed with me this morning that the entire price of this can be deducted, which is fantastic because this is Carlie's work car that doubles as our
What?
as a carpool car. So, anyways,
That's hopefully we don't have to go to the
hope you like it, guys. I guess it really doesn't matter if you like it. You like it. Sup, YouTube? Everybody loved the recipes, so I'm gonna show you what I'm cooking for Christmas dinner, and hopefully you like it. So I went to Costco and I splurged a little bit. So I went to Costco and my family's coming up for dinner and our family's gonna be here, so I wanted to get something kind of nice and kind of celebrate all together. So I'm gonna go through our Christmas dinner menu. I first got this delicious prime rib. This is a bone-in rib roast. So the bones are in, it's already seasoned from Costco. Look how much it was, 135 bucks. So I don't buy these very often. I know this is kind of a lot of money, but it's 9 pounds, 9.5 pounds, and my family is going to enjoy it. So that is the main course. I'm gonna cook it on the green egg at like 275 degrees. Probably gonna crank it up to 350 degrees at the end and just get it nice and crispy on the outside, nice thick bark, and then medium rare on the inside. I'll show you what else I got. I got this like cheese board, so we'll have some appetizers and some fruit. And then I got this vegetable tray that we're gonna have as well. And the specialty that I'm the most excited for, that I will probably be the only one eating. I went to the butcher shop and I got, I don't know if you can see these. I'll take it inside and show you. So I got this on there. I got from the butcher shop for a grand total of $3 some bone marrow. So I had them cut a femur bone and I made it canoe style, and then I'm just gonna carve out this bone marrow. I'm gonna cook it on the Traeger. It's gonna be delicious. Bone marrow is like one of the most nutritious meals of all time, and that's gonna be part of our main course. So bone marrow, then we're gonna have sweet potatoes, prime rib dinner. Coop just walked in. What's up, Coop?
What's up?
We're gonna have a salad, cheese appetizer, bone marrow. Trying to think of anything else. I got some mashed potatoes we're gonna have, and yeah, that's gonna be dinner. So I'll show you as I cook it on Christmas, but that's what we're having. I love, one of the things I really learned to love is just like having big family dinners. So I think it's really gonna be just like our family, Carlie and I, for dinner, but we'll have leftovers and be able to eat it for the next few days. So prime rib is one of the best. Last time I cooked the prime rib was on Christmas, and one of my friends gave it to me as a present. So I'm gonna make sure I take some of this over to them that night. But anyways, show you how I cook it, and we'll get, you know, recipes and all that later. But prime rib, bone marrow, sweet potatoes, salad, and then appetizers of cheese and stuff. So it'll be pretty good. Excited.